Hello, and my name is Tsurufatso, and today I'll be doing long division problems with you guys. We're going to start with sum number A, which is 261 divided by 15. Our first step for doing this long division, we're going to draw our division sign, and we're going to put our 261, which is the dividend, inside, and we're going to put our divisor, which is 15, outside. Then you're going to say 15 into 2, which does not go in, and you write 0 as your placeholder. Then you'll say 15 into 26, which goes only once. Then you write your 1 on top of the division sign next to the 0. Then you'll multiply the 1 with the 15, which will give us 15. Write it under the 26. Next, we're going to subtract the 15 from the 26. 6 minus 5 is 1. 2 minus 1 is 1. You're going to say 15. You're going to check if 15 goes into 11. It does not go. Now you drop, is there any number to bring down? Yes, there is. You're going to bring down the 1. And you're going to say that 15 into 111. Let's count how many times does it go in. 15, 30, 45, 60, 75, 90, and 105. We're going to write which goes in 7 times. You're going to write the 7 and multiply the 7 with the 15. Let's multiply. Now, since we divided, we're going to take the division sign and we multiplied, okay? We multiplied again. We subtracted for the first time, checked for the first time, brought down for the first time. Now we're repeating the steps again. So now we add multiplication basically. We multiply in the 7 with the 15, which will give us 105, and write it under the 0. Under the 111. Then you'll subtract the 105 from 111. 1 minus 5, you cannot. Write the 0, borrow the 1. Then you'll say 11 minus 5 is equals to 6. Then you'll say 0 minus 0 is equals to 0. Then you say 1 minus 1 is equals to 0. Then you're going to check if 15 goes into 6. No, it does not. And now your answer is equals to 17. Remainder 6. Let's move on to our second problem, which is going to be 316 divided by 20. Firstly, we're going to start by doing the does McDonald's sell cheeseburgers? So this actually stands for dividing, multiplication, subtraction, checking, and bringing down. First, and then we're going to do our division sign, and we'll write our divisor outside, which is 20, and our dividend inside, which is 316. Now we're going to say 20 into 3, which does not go, and we'll write 0 as a placeholder. Then you'll say 20 into 31, which goes in only once. You write the 1 on top of the division sign. Then next you'll multiply the 1 with the 20, which will give us 20, and write it under the 31. Let's tick. And then you're going to subtract the 20 from the 31, which 1 minus 0, you cannot, is equals to 1, and 3 minus 2 is equals to 1. You're going to check if 20 goes into 11, and it does not go. And is there any number to bring down? Yes, there is. You're going to drop down the 6 and say 20 into 116. Let's count how many times does it go in. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. We stop there because 120 will be more than 116, and which goes in 5 times. We write the 5 on top of the division sign, and next we'll multiply the 5 with the 20, and which will give us 100. Let's check again. Next, you're going to subtract the 100 from the 116. 6 minus 0 is 6. 1 minus 0 is 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. You're going to check if 20 goes into 6. No, it does not. Is there any number to bring down? No, there is not. And it means your answer is 15, remainder 16. Okay, sorry, I made a bit of mistake because it was supposed to say, or we were supposed to say 20 into 16, not 6. Now, let's move on to our problem number B. Now, we'll move on to problem number B. Our C, and our problem C will be 405 divided by 11. Firstly, now we're gonna do the same thing as McDonald's sell cheeseburgers, which stands for dividing, multiplying, subtracting, checking, and bringing down. Good. Now we're gonna draw our division sign, and we'll write our divisor outside, which is 11, and we'll write our 405 inside. Next, we're going to say 11 goes into 4. No, it does not. You write 0 as your placeholder. Then you're going to say 11 into 40, which goes in how many times? Let's count. 11, 22, 33. We stop there because 44, it's actually more than 40. So you're going to say 11 into 40 goes only 3 times. Then you're going to multiply the 3 with the 11, which will give us 33. Next, we're going to subtract the 33 from 40. Let's subtract. 0 minus 3, you cannot. You borrow from the 4, 1. Then you're going to say 10 minus 3, which will give us 7. Then 3 minus 3 is 0. Now you're going to check if 11 does go into 7. No, it does not. Is there any number to bring down? Yes, there is. You're going to bring down the 5. Then you're going to say 11 into 75. Let's count how many times. 11, 22, 33, 44, 55, 66. We stop there because 77 will be more than 75. Now, which means it goes in 6 times. You're going to write the 6 on top of the division sign, and we'll multiply the 6 with the 11, which will give us 66, and write it under the 75. Next, we're going to subtract 66, from 75. Let's start by subtracting. 5 minus 6, you cannot. You borrow from the 7. You borrow 1 from the 7. Then you say 6. Then you'll say 15 minus 6, which is equals to 9. Then you'll say 6 minus 6, which is equals to 0. And you're going to check if 11 goes into 9, and which does not go. So our answer is 36, remainder 9. Let's move on to our last problem, which is problem number D, which will be 528 divided by 12. Then we're going to start by doing our DMSCB. Dividing, multiplying, subtracting, checking, and bringing down. We're going to draw our division sign, and we're going to write our dividend inside, which is 528, and we'll write our divisor outside, which is 12. Now you're going to check if 12 goes into 5, which does not go, and we're going to write 0 as our placeholder. Then you're going to say 12 into 52. Let's count how many times does it go in. 12, 24, 36, 48. We stop there because actually 60 will be more than 52. So which goes in 4 times. You write the 4 on top of the division sign. You multiply the 4 with the 12, which will give us 48, and write it under the 52. Next, we'll subtract 48 from 52, which will give us, let's calculate. 2 minus 8, you cannot, you borrow from the 5. 4. Then you'll say 12 minus 8, which will give us 4. Then you're going to say 4 minus 4 is equals to 0. Now you're going to check if 12 goes into 4, which does not go. And is there any number to bring down? Yes, there is. We're going to bring down the 8. Now you're going to say 12 into 48. Let's count how many times. 12, 24, 36, 48. We stop there because eventually the number is also 48. Now let's write the 4 there and on top of the division sign, and we'll multiply the 4 again with the 12, which will give us 48, which we'll write it out down under the 48. Next, we'll subtract 48 from 48, which will give us, let's see, 8 minus 8 is equals to 0, and 4 minus 4 is equals to 0. Now, we check if 12 goes into 0. It does not go. And is there any number to bring down? No. So it means our answer is 44 with no remainder. Thank you guys. Bye.